The Man of Steel is controversial among critics and moviegoers alike since its release last summer, which is odd because movies like The Dark Knight Rises gets praise and they have more and bigger problems compared to the little problems with this one, if you read comics like I do. I for one love The Man of Steel. It's almost exactly what I wanted from a modern day Superman film. So this review will be about my thoughts, me debunking the complaints, and educating a few about Superman. The Man of Steel is about young Clark Kent learning that he's not of this world. He journeys the world to discover his origins and what he was sent here to do. I saw this movie opening day right after school. I personally was hyped for this movie ever since I saw the teaser trailer before The Dark Knight Rises. Finally, I get to see the Superman film I've always wanted to see. Did I? Yes. Finally, a Superman film that has a sci-fi feel to it and had more emphasis on his alien side. It's about time Superman made it to the 90s. I'm not saying that the ones with Christopher Reeves were bad. He did a wonderful job as Superman. But it's just terribly dated and it looks funny looking at it now. Actor Henry Cavill does a great job acting like Superman and making him feel human.
You're scared of me because you can't control me. You don't, and you never will. But that doesn't mean I'm your enemy.
Then who is? Zod?
That's what I'm worried about.
Be that as it may, I've been given orders to hand you over to him.
Do what you have to do, General. You okay?
I'm here to help. But it has to be on my own terms. And you have to convince Washington of that.
Even if I were willing to try.
I don't know, General. Guess I'll just have to trust you.
The same can be said for the other actors and actresses in this movie. The effects in CGI are perfect. It almost makes me mad because it proves that it's possible to make a Dragon Ball Z film. Like I said, I loved this movie. But it wasn't perfect. It had a couple of problems, like the pacing, but overall a good movie. I think some may have a narrow idea of what Superman should be, and when the movie didn't give it to them, they turned on it. Don't get me wrong, anybody can prefer whatever iteration of the character they like, but some people act like Superman should only be the oh gee golly, oh shucks kind of Boy Scout that was in the Silver Age and the Richard Donner films. The complaints of the movie are, it's too dark, brooding, and serious. While on the surface, I can totally understand why you might think that, but I don't agree. The film is serious, but not joyless to me. Superman is not a dark character, but the world he lives in sure is, and the film addresses that. I wouldn't call the film dark, but serious. That's exactly what it is. A serious and practical take on the character, not a dark one, and not a realistic one. He doesn't brood or hate his predicament he is in. He's just searching for who he is. He's lost, not dark. He's uncertain, not angsty. There were countless scenes in the film that stirred my emotions, why I can't wrap my head around why people say it lacks heart. Another complaint about the movie is the destruction. Okay, why is destruction in a superhero film all of a sudden bad? Well, apparently this is all fine. But when Superman does it, oh no, it's bad, bad, bad. I mean, what do you expect? They're Kryptonians. Something's gonna get messed up when you're fighting against a city. And I know what you're gonna say. Couldn't Superman lead them away from the city? In case you haven't noticed, this thing is terraforming within the city, and Superman has to destroy it. So no, it's better than having the whole human race die. Another complaint is too much action. What were you expecting? A tea party? And they also say that there's no character development. They told what needed to be told. And Superman Returns had no freaking action. Well, like one scene, but that was not that really good anyway. So, and the most controversial complaint of them all. Spoiler, but Superman killing Zod. Yeah, people say Superman does not kill. Yes, that's kind of true, but there's times in the comics where he's forced to kill, and he sometimes does. And this is a good opportunity to show the audience that this is why he does not kill. And I think if they follow up on it in the sequel, you guys will understand about that. So anyway, it doesn't matter. The guy was a bad guy. Superman gave him every chance he could to stop what he was doing, and he said never. So he did what he thought he needed to do. So, all right.